Los Angeles Coliseum, as we'll see the number 12 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Michigan's offense will get the first crack at it here. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right. David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
And how about that defense in the backfield? Nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Grabbed over the middle, it's Simpson. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a fourth down.
On a big third down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle, love the team defense.
Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. So the USC Trojans offense has the ball for the first time. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollack, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun.
Oh, he's got some space. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon. You're seeing that here early.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Catch in the middle, it's Jordan.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. The short hands, it's Straka. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Trojans have their offense in high gear. On the run, it's Sanders. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Mayava. Got a man. It's Sanders. This defense makes a play, stopping him well short, and it'll be 4th down from the 24. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Makes a grab past the marker. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. That is no good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same.
And just not enough leg on that kick. You see it just gets knocked down by the crossbar.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. To the air on 1st down. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. Odd choice to take the penalty there. If you just take the loss, it also costs the offense down. Instead, they'll replay it. Handoff from the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback, give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
The Wolverines will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. Runs through a tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. That's reeled in. It's Straka. Breaks into the open. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a 1st down. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for room, it's Sanders. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
Run game is good, balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
To the air, it's Mayala. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Throws to the wideout. And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about.
Hold.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Oregon has some work to do, but go against this team at your own risk. The program who played in the first ever CFP championship is always a threat to come back. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Indiana. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Off-play action on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. To the air, it's Underwood. Fires to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
The Wolverines will send out the punt unit. Secures it at the 30. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Finds a tight end, and he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And the Trojans come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
That's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
They'll move the wide receiver. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Got it in the middle, it's Lane. The Trojans come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Sanders. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Really great job by the running back there on the angle route on third down. He sold it as if he was running to the flat, and at the last second put his foot in the ground and crossed the defender's face, making that an easy pitch and catch for the QB.
Looking downfield on first down. Looking for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, the offense is trying to go downfield and be aggressive. I think that receiver has got to do a better job fighting for the football. He just didn't really put in a great effort, and that's what helped the defender swat it away.
Pulls it in. It's Straka. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Sanders. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
I know that was third down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up fourth down.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. One final play before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down to throw. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Grabbed behind the line. It's Klein. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Here's the handoff. Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Fires to the big fella. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And the Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his man, it's Lane. He's stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Oh, what a move. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. For all the star quality that USC has been built on, good offensive line, strong running game has always been a hallmark.
No doubt about it. I think they're built on, the passing game and explosive playmakers out wide, but they've always had that balance at USC. You got to have a little bit of the boring to go with the blitz and the delay.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Offense gets set for second down. To the air, it's Mayava. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Makes the catch. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Wants to throw again. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense comes.
And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
The Wolverines send out the punt unit. 3-and-out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. The give to the back. Look out, he's got room. He picks up the 1st down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender. It was jarring to think of USC in the Big Ten, but a year after, Caleb Williams even more problematic. The number of losses. It's year 4 under Lincoln Riley, and they need some improvement.
And it's got to come on offense, ironically enough. That's one thing that you're used to saying about Lincoln Riley. They're constantly explosive. Quarterbacks are always winning Heisman trophies. That wasn't the case. That consistency wasn't there, David. They need to get back to that.
Yeah, I'm so used to watching them just explode and them take people apart. And last year, started hot with LSU, but then they fell off the rails. So do they get that explosive nature back? And is USC the brand? Is it going to be back, or does it mean worse things for that coaching staff?
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
You've got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because he gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a 1st down.
And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Here's the pressure. Got enough space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Southern Cal. The best way I can think of to describe this cat, he's like a human get-out-of-jail-free card. He'll make it work no matter the circumstance.
And so as a defense, Reese, I mean, you've got to be aware of what this guy is doing at all times. I mean, if he's not just staying in the pocket and he takes off, you've got to have bodies flying to the football. Stop worrying about these wide receivers because this guy's dangerous with his legs.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Oregon is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Justin Herbert had a hand in getting this kid to Eugene, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Indiana. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Wide receiver comes in motion. Give to the single back. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Scanning the field. It's Underwood. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Snagged in the middle, it's Marsh. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down. So he was forced to just take what the defense gave him, and they were able to stop him short of the 1st down.
And when you're a defense and you get 3rd and long and you know exactly where those sticks are, you set your feet at them, they throw it underneath, I go rally, make the tackle, perfect 3rd down and long execution by this defense.
They boot it away. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll run it out of the shotgun. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Spits it out to the back. Caught over the middle. It's Sanders. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Trojans used to be known for student body right, and they can still do that. But with quarterbacks like this, you want to put it up.
Yeah, I think they hung that up years ago when they started to find, big, strong quarterbacks that can throw the ball all over the yard. So I like the student body right, student body left, but that's a little old school for me.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Makes the catch. It's Crockett. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27.
And the offense has found a lot of success throwing to this guy out of the slot. He's done a nice job working the middle of the field, winning his one-on-one matchups, and this quarterback really feels a good rhythm when he's looking his way.
Wants to throw on 1st down. A little screen to the running back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Going to the run, it's Jordan. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Second down a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a third down situation where you had to throw the football.
Grabbed in the backfield, it's Wormley. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him.
Touchdown, USC! Fit it in the window for the score. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Well, that was a nice little pitch and catch there.
And when you get in the red zone, you're thinking run, the field shrinks. You see the tight ends really come into play in this area of the field. The big body guys that you can fake a little run action, throw them the football for the touchdown.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. So here comes the Michigan offense. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down there.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Keeps looking downfield. There he goes! He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a 1st down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Safe completion on the screen. Made a defender miss. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Trojans will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Trojans.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here. Cut into this.
Makes the grab down the left side. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Got out of trouble, got rid of it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Right on target this time. They'll wrestle it down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And the Wolverines lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grab near the marker. It's McCulley. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
They're able to find a tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Bunch formation for these receivers. Wants to throw, they'll have to be efficient against the clock. Grab near the marker, it's Marsh. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold offense.
Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. And here comes the offense on second down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Hold offense.
Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Finds his tight end. And he's knocked down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. And the try is no good. Well, that's the way it goes sometimes. Missed field goal, still down by 24.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the football back now. A pretty good field position. There's still a few ticks left on the clock. They've got a chance to steal some points here late in the half.
Using his legs, it's Jordan. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Los Angeles. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering two things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's send it back to our men inside the world-famous LA Coliseum.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Wolverines will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Trying to set up the screen. On the move at the 30. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running a screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Caught close to the marker, it's Lemon. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Well, the defense has had enough of this, right? The quarterback's on a hot streak. The ball's not hitting the ground. And right there, they decide, we are jumping one of these routes. We're going to try to get a pick. Almost came away with one there.
He wants to throw it again. Finds his man. It's Lemon. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. Looking down the middle. With the catch, it's McCulley. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Holding.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, first down. To throw, it's Underwood. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. The field goal is no good. You're looking for anything, just something to go your way. Couldn't find it there. Still down by 24, guys. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Straka. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Powers through the defender. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're
touchdown Trojans! And they take it in for 6 more points. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. SMU is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Dallas, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 4 over Stanford. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Stewart. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Caught in the backfield, it's Simpson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
They've been getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And I wish I could bring you some hope, but, man, this defense, again, you know, they already got the lead. They got their ears pinned back. They're rushing the quarterback. I know this one's over, but offensively, let us find a way to protect our guy, put something together. Maybe we find a way to make this respectable at some point in the football game.
And the Wolverines decide to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the grab close to the logo. And the returner will be knocked down. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Off the play fake on first down. Dances away to buy time.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Second down coming up. Let's go. Looking to fire. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
That was a nice swat. Even Dikembe Mutombo would love to wave his finger side to side and say, no, no, no.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, he wants it all. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Mayava. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
On the ground, it's Jordan. Oh, what a cut! He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
When you're on offense, you see so much of this nowadays. You see misdirection. You see somebody flying across the formation. Why? To get the eyeballs of those linebackers, to get them to move out of a gap, one space. Works to perfection here. That's why they break off the big gain on offense.
And the Trojans have this offense rolling. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Southern Cal! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And right down the middle. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have built this sizable lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So here comes the Michigan offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To the air, it's Underwood. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Listen, I would get rid of that thing fast, too, if I've been sacked that many times today. They're coming every angle. Everybody's coming. They've got to me the whole day. Can somebody please get my back?
He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And everybody in the stadium knew that was going to be a pass, right, guys? I mean, it's third down. You're trailing by so many points right now, and the defense is just smelling blood in the water. They're like sharks out there right now, getting after the quarterback. They've been doing that all game, by the way, and that's a trend that looks like it's just simply going to continue.
The Wolverines will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They'll send the back in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. Caught near the sticks. It's Lane. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
There are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
The Trojans trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Dropping back, it's Mayava. They'll run the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
You know, this happens sometimes in football. You forget which direction you're going, and you got to be reminded you were going the wrong direction. Come on, man. We got to catch that thing. We got to get north-south and go make a play, get closer to the end zone, not start dancing and going the wrong.
Touchdown, USC! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's McCulley. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Tight end now in motion. On the move, it's Haynes. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Now on first down from the 28. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll go to the ground. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Holding.
They'll back him up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. And the Wolverines are flying down the field. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Rushes on him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Simpson. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called.
Holding.
This offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. Now on 2nd down. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's McCulley. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late. And they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Now, I got to tell you, as an offense, moving forward in this game, 3rd and long, you're going to have to push the ball downfield a little bit more. You got to throw to the sticks and give yourself a chance to convert these 3rd downs.
The Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. Takes it on the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Gonna run it. It's Jordan. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run is coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Off play action. Finds his big tight end. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
And the Trojans will have it 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Right back to the well. And the offense went right back to their man, and this time the defense was ready to stop him.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them...
Turning it on! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
They'll run it from the gun. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And, man, you got to like the swarm of this defense. You've got to get in the backfield, make some penetration, and realize the first guy's not going to always get that big sucker on the ground. Like, he's a big, strong dude. He's breaking tackles, but still swarming to the foot.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Working that left side now. He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on 4th down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Guys, after this dominating performance, I guess the head coach wanted to be able to yell at the special teams coordinator. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take... There he goes! He steps out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. They'll back him up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. They'll send the tight end in motion. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Pressure coming. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. This offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. On the ground, it's Haynes. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. To the air on second down. Catch in the middle, it's McCulley. Running wide open down the gut of the field. At the 30. Inside the... And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Michigan.
Number 1.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
Ready to try the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
Splits the uprights. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off.
45, Michigan 7.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. The give to the back. Hard running there. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Running back searching for a hole. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
The Trojans with the 1st and 10. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. Even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
And the Trojans are rolling down the field. Gives it on the option. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Bringing the heat. Oh, it's a fumble. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Trying to beat the D deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Trojans line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Wants to go up top on first down. The short hands, it's McCulley. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment, because today, oof, it was not a good day.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line getting set on second down. It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got his man on the right. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a
deep shot for the end zone. And the pass is incomplete, looking for a little salve for the wound, but the ball game is over. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. Couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
You